Hey everybody, this is Dark Side Elite here, and I wanted to do a video about the Snyder Cut. Basically, there's been a few uh, developments that I've been hearing about. Um, one is that Henry Cavill has came out and he made a announcement that he's still in talks with playing Superman, and the cape is not. The cape is still in the closet. They're still trying to work everything out, and a lot of people are sitting there saying, "Great, that's great. Let's get this going. Let's see Man of Steel 2." This is what and one of the other big reveals is that there's massive talk saying that Henry Cavill is going to play Superman in the Black Adam movie. Why? Why? You're going to have him fight against Superman, and then he's going to have to deal with Shazam. So this seems really weird, and um it seems a little to me it seems it's a little bit more um weird. No, that's the word. It seems weird. Um I'm Here's the thing. I'm very happy that Henry Cavill's gonna play Superman. I'm always gonna be happy if he's gonna play Superman, but to have him going against Black Adam before Black Adam fights against Captain Marvel, Shazam, is weird. But I think that what they're gonna do is they're gonna try to see if people will like how they write this version of Superman. Is it gonna be close to what everybody wants, or do they want Zack Snyder's version? And if it's not that good, I have a huge feeling that if people don't relate with his Superman, it's done. He's gonna they're gonna rework his Superman. They're gonna bring in a whole new Superman, and they're gonna go forward with it. I think that the J.J. Abrams version is gonna be the Superman that we're all gonna get. Um, but we also have to see how he does Episode 9. Regardless of all the crap that everybody talks about, oh, I like. Listen, I liked Star Wars. I liked his first movie of Star Trek. It was great. It truly did feel like something completely new. But when he did um oh man, the sequel, when he did the one with Khan, it didn't feel like new. It felt like he rehashed the Wrath of Khan, and I'm like, why did he do that? He could have went completely new with this version of Khan. The whole story could have been like Khan, and then they basically gave you the second art, the second act, and the third act felt so much like Wrath of Khan. It was dumb. So I really didn't like how they did that. And some of the decisions he made, how he made Kirk, didn't flow very well. But again, that's just how he wanted to do his movie. But I personally didn't like some of the stuff in that movie. But I love the movie. I really did. I thought that Benedict Cumberbatch as Khan was actually very good. He did a really good job trying to do a newer version of Khan without having to rehash Ricardo Montalban's version. And I think that that was the best thing to do. Do not rehash Ricardo Montalban's version, or people would have lambasted Benedict Cumberbatch over it. And regardless of how I feel about the sequels to Star Wars, I liked The Force Awakens, but I hated how they did a lot of the things in there. The decisions they made was not good. It wasn't good at all. Um, but we have to see how Episode 9 is, and from what I'm hearing, it's a train wreck. So if he can't tell a story to finish off the story that he tried to build in the first movie, then why in the heck would I want this guy anywhere near Superman? Why would I want him anywhere near a comic book movie? They should give him like the Green Lanterns or something. That actually to me seems like it'd be a much better for him, because he's free to do with a lot of the stuff he wants to do. He's going to be dealing with a lot of CGI, a lot of effects. He's going to deal with he can create his own story. Um, Give it that Green Lantern feel and everything else. A lot of us, like fans that I know of right now, we love what Zack Snyder did with Man of Steel and BVS. So, and we hated what Joss Whedon did with Superman in Justice League. So why in the heck would I want J.J. Abrams to come in and rehash Super Friends type of Superman again? That makes absolutely no sense to the world that they're in right now. It makes absolutely no sense. A um, hunky dory blue blue collar. I mean, not blue collar, but like blue Boy Scout Superman makes absolutely no sense in a realistic sense. And I'm not saying that they can't do it. I'm just saying that from on paper, it won't make sense. But if you guys kind of do it how Zack did it, it made sense. You gave us a more humanitarian, a very humbled Superman. That makes more sense. Christopher Reeve Superman was too confident. He was like, I can do whatever like I want. What? That's a little off-putting to certain people. It's like, what? So why do I go through the struggles with him? The only time I'm going to struggle with him is unless he's in a situation that is presented from the villain itself, not what's going on around him. And I mean everything that's going on around him. Making the world having to deal with a powerful god like Superman, it shows more character acting in Henry Cavill than anything else. And we grow with this version of Superman because not everyone's going to love Superman. And it's a self reflection to what's going on in today's society. Not everybody loves Superman. Not everybody loves Superman. But what Zack did is he tried to get everybody to at least respect his powers, respect the person that he is. And I respect the living hell out of it to the point where I actually do love Superman. I love Henry Cavill's Superman. I love Zack Snyder's Superman. He makes more sense to me. And there's some story errors. That's perfectly fine. Not every movie is going to be not every story is going to be 100% perfect. It's not going to be 100% perfect. Hell, Marvel movies are not 100% perfect. If you think that they are, then you really need to go. You really do need to read scripts. I'm sorry, you need to read scripts, okay, and watch a lot more movies. There's a lot of movies out there that are perfect, that are perfectly well done. Perfect story. You got the beginning act, the middle act, and the third act, and it makes sense throughout the growth of the character. And Marvel doesn't do it very well. They hit and miss a lot of things because they're trying to juggle a major plot while they're trying to tell you the central story of the movie. And sometimes and to me, sometimes that can get muddled. Now, again, this is not about Marvel. This is not about DC. This is literally about Henry Cavill. Is he going to come back? Is he going to wear the suit? Is he going to become Superman? From all accounts that we're hearing, yes, it seems like he's going to be coming back. He's going to be in the new Black Adam movie. We have to see further. I'm going to be completely honest. I want Henry Cavill to come back. I want to see what somebody does with him. I want to see if he's gonna stick with this or he's gonna be if he'll be in the middle of the fence. And I think that he should stay middle of the fence until he can get himself at a point where he can actually dictate what he wants. And right now he can't dictate what he wants. Ben Affleck can dictate what he wants. He's a big actor. He's a huge producer and a director. So he could have dictated what he wanted, but it was all Zack's stuff. Jason Momoa can dictate what the heck he wants. Gal Gadot can kind of dictate what she wants. And somebody says, "Oh no, she can dictate." No, she really, honestly, truly can't. She made a lot of money with Wonder Woman, but she hasn't gotten over with everybody. Not everybody loves her Wonder Woman, but not many people like Jason Momoa's Aquaman. But she didn't crack $1 billion. Aquaman did, and he did it almost effortlessly. He did almost effortlessly, and he did probably about, I think, 30% of that gross was in China, to the point where China actually extended its release extended its theaters further. It's extended out another 3 more weeks, so people were able to go see this movie. So all I have to say is that Jason Momoa can dictate whatever the hell he wants. He made $1 billion for Warner Brothers, and that script got redone. It got completely redone. and it still made $1 billion. Now, if James Wan did his movie, I'll have a huge feeling that that movie would have made a lot more money here in America. It have made a lot more money, and a lot of fans would have been a lot more receptive of it. But it's what James Wan stuck to it. He stuck the landing. He made it made sense, and he kept it to the mark of what he wanted, plus what the consensus from WB wanted. Now, because of Joker making $1 billion without China, I can tell you right here and now, James Wan can literally say, "No, I want to make the movie I want to make. I want to make the movie I want to make," and I guarantee you, I can make over $1 billion because this movie already has a lot of power behind it by by Patrick Wilson, by Jason Momoa, by Amber Heard, by everybody on that cast. They can make that movie work very, very well. Now, James Wan's not going to completely get rid of some of the comedic effects of it, but he's going to basically tone it down to the point where he wants to tell the story he wants to tell. Now, I know I'm going to get a lot of people down below who are going to sit there and say, nope, 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 that's what James Wan stuck behind. Yes, he stuck behind the movie he created, but that's not the movie he wanted to do. Jeff Johns told them to keep Black Manta in the movie. I thought it was a damn good idea to give us the Black Manta in the first movie, but James Wan didn't. He wanted to focus on the brothers between Aquaman and Ocean Master. He wanted to put in Black Manta maybe later, but he didn't want him in the movie at all. But they said no, put Black Manta in there. It's gonna work, and it actually did. He was one of the best parts of the damn movie. I loved his music. His music fit. His attitude towards Aquaman, it fit, and you can actually, in a way, if you can get rid of Patrick Wilson's Ocean Master, which I don't want them to do, but I have a feeling they're gonna have to, you can make Black Manta do everything that Ocean Master did. All the crap to Aquaman that Ocean Master could have done, you could have filled that role with Black Manta. And I wouldn't have anything against it because that Black Manta is his arch nemesis. This is the guy that's not superpowered. He is all tech. And he can go toe to toe with Aquaman. He could go toe to toe with him. It's not like Aquaman could just tear that suit off of him. He really can't. This dude has tech that can actually do a lot of damage. And no, sorry about that. And I hope I hope that a lot of people can understand that James Wan had a certain type of movie he wanted to create, and but the higher ups with Jeff Johns there and everything else, they came in and they told him this is what we want to do and this is how we want to do it. Now, me personally, I think that James Wan should do the movie he wants to do. Let's test it out. Let's see if the fans are going to respond to it. And I think that James Wan is smart enough to realize, you know what, don't rock the boat, but also let him have the freedom that he could do to tell his own story. I mean, because you guys don't know what he wanted to tell. It could have been a pretty dark story, but it could have been lighthearted in a lot of certain ways, and it would have fit into the narrative of what Zack Snyder was trying to build with Justice League with Aquaman. Um, he might be able to fill in a lot of the gaps that a lot of us were like, what the heck is going on, and this and that, and fill in some of those gaps. We don't know. We have to wait. We have to wait till 2021, I guess. Yeah, 2021 or 2022 for this movie to come out. So, and I can't wait, honestly. Now, the Flash. There's a lot of things going on with the Flash. The Flash is going to get delayed. I don't know why. It's probably mainly because of the script and what Andy Musichelli wants to do. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. Let take their time. Let's do a good script. Let's get it strong. Let's get it tight. And then once it's tight, let's start filming. But right now, Ezra Miller is not in a big rush to get it out there because he's still doing Fantastical Beasts and Fantastical Beasts 3. So I mean, I'm perfectly fine with it. My only other thing is the Batman. Is Robert Pattinson's Batman going to be our Batman? I hope not. I don't want that version of Batman. I want to see it on its own movie first. I don't want it to be part of the DCEU. I want to see it first, and then I'll judge it from there. But from some of the decisions they're doing, a lot of it won't make sense. It won't make sense. So we have to see what it does. Let's see what happens, and a lot of the decisions they're going to make. I hope that that Matt Reeves isn't gonna go completely SJW with it. I hope that he can make the script very very tight, and make it make a lot of sense. Now, again, I want people to understand when I say this. I'm not saying that Matt Reeves is going to do a horrible job. I loved his Apes movie, but that he was taking the story from the first Planet of the Apes movie, and then he moved forward with it. That's taking someone else's story and you're adapting some ideas into it and moving forward with the story. That's all he did. Now we're going to watch him create a whole new set of stories on his own, and will he be able to tell that story the way he wants to? And will it make sense? That's the thing. He's going to have to create it almost from scratch. And he says that it's going to be from one of his favorite stories. Okay, let's see what he does. Let's see what he does. So, but again, I'm going to end it with Henry Cavill. I hope that people will take out this bit when I talk about Henry Cavill. I love Henry Cavill. I love how he does it, how he has this air of respect for the character and air of respect for everything that he's trying to do. He's not going against what Zack Snyder did. He is just speaking from his heart about the fact that he feels that the movie shouldn't be niche. But I personally disagree with him on the fact is, yes, these movies should be niche. Not everybody loves Superman. Not everybody loves Superman. Everyone doesn't like Batman very well. Not everyone's gonna enjoy Wonder Woman. Not everyone's gonna enjoy Aquaman. Not everybody's gonna enjoy the Flash. Not everybody's gonna enjoy Cyborg. Everybody has a different opinion about how these characters should be told. Case in point, the Black Canary, the whole Birds of Prey movie. I'm gonna wait till it comes out, but still, I don't like some of the decisions they made. I don't, but I'm gonna give the movie the respect that it deserves, and I think that he's trying to show the respect that his version of Superman deserves. But I don't think that he personally liked a lot of the decisions that Zack did. He just feels that nobody else respected it and nobody else liked it. No, I think that they do. They just are very silent about it. They know that they liked his version of Superman. They just wanted to see what the income was. That's all they wanted to see. They wanted to see the beginning, the middle, and the end. And they didn't get it. They got robbed. And when they finally did get robbed with Justice League, they just went, okay, well, I guess that's it. And they moved on. So you got people that were in it. They watched what was going on and they moved on. They just saw it as a movie and they were entertained by it. They're not going to be complete fans like myself and like Hard Boiled Entertainment, or Common Movie Marks, or some of the guys from DC Film Hub, or Chris Wong, or even Dave Pena. They're not going to be in your face about the fact, no, I love these movies and I want to see them moving forward with this. They're going to be a little bit more silent about it. Like, you know what, it's a movie, I'm good, I got my 6-7 hours of jolly out of it, and that's all I got, it's fine. And they move forward, and that's perfectly fine. That's completely perfectly fine with them. But the job that the Snyder Cut movement should do is try to change the minds of not just those people, but the third person that's listening. Change the minds of the people that are overhearing what we're trying to say, and show the evidence. Our job for the Snyder Cut movement is to educate the masses, not to educate the people that are like John Campea or or the Robert Storms. Who cares about them? John Campea is going to be, he's a flip flopper extraordinaire. This man can write a book on how to flip flop. And Robert Storms, he's off his rocker. Okay, he's completely off his rocker. Who the heck cares? I mean, it's perfectly fine. They have their opinions. Like I have my opinions. Everybody has their own personal opinions. But I'm not going to be stupid enough to say that it doesn't exist, and I'm not going to be stupid enough to literally believe at face value a lot of the things that the media is telling me. No, I'm going to do my own personal research. I'm going to look into it, and I'm just giving you my personal opinion of what I heard. And what I heard is that Henry Cavill's going to be back in the suit, and we have to sit back and see what happens. All right. All right, so like, comment, share, subscribe down below, hit that bell. This is like, this is gonna be some of the videos I'm gonna be creating today, and then I am gonna be all over Fallen Order, um, and I'm gonna be talking a little bit more about a lot of things that's going on in the DC Entertainment, also what's going on in CW. The next one I'll create is gonna be about the CW and a lot of things I'm hearing about what they're doing, and some of the and my personal reviews of each of the shows up to this point of what they're doing. All right, you guys have a great one, and again, release that Snyder cut.